Was Ulysses S. Grant a butcher? He's one of the most successful generals in American history, but many people still think of him as a commander who threw men at the enemy without thought, relying on sheer numbers to win. That image is mostly inaccurate. Let's break it down. Grant's casualty rate during the Civil War was around 18%. That might sound high until you realize Robert E. Lee's was over 20%. In fact, during the brutal Overland Campaign, Lee lost more soldiers than Grant, even though he started with fewer men. And yet, no one really calls Lee a butcher. Grant, on the other hand, was handed that label early, after the Battle of Shiloh. His army was surprised by the Confederates, and the casualties were staggering. Even though Grant won, the press vilified him. Later battles, like Antietam or Gettysburg, were just as bloody or worse, but Shiloh stuck to Grant's name like glue. That reputation followed him into the Overland Campaign. Battles like the Wilderness and Spotsylvania were devastating, but again, Lee's losses were greater. So why did Grant's casualties seem so high? It wasn't because he didn't care about his men. It was because he refused to retreat. Unlike previous commanders, Grant understood that to end the war, he had to keep pressure on Lee's army, constantly. It was a grim but calculated decision. Some Southern historians, in an effort to elevate Lee, pointed to Grant's larger numbers and resources, as if that's all he had going for him. They also leaned into rumors of Grant's drinking, suggesting he made plans under the influence, but evidence for that is very slim. What really sets Grant apart is his strategic mind. In the Western theater, he consistently outmaneuvered Confederate generals. Look at Vicksburg. Grant brilliantly sailed his army past enemy guns with no losses, then attacked from an unexpected direction. He cut off the fort, repelled every attempt to break the siege, and forced a surrender on July 4, 1863. One day after Gettysburg, that victory split the Confederacy in two. Grant didn't just fight hard, he fought smart. Lincoln saw it. "I can't spare this man," he said. "He fights." Grant understood what it would take to win, and he was willing to do it. So, was Grant a butcher? He was a capable, determined general, unfairly smeared by critics during and after the war. They focused on his losses, ignored his victories, and leaned on old rumors. But the truth was Grant's casualties were in line with other generals, often better, and he won more. He wasn't perfect. But a butcher? Absolutely not. What is your opinion on General Grant? Was he a butcher of men who drunkenly bludgeoned his way to victory, or an unfairly maligned military leader who knew the full cost of winning the war? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more about famous and infamous historical reputation.